Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the final time to Final Fantasy XIII.
We're not joking. This is actually the last video. We made it.
There's only one thing left for us, and that is Vercingetorix, the 13 post-game superboss.
And of course, to even get the mission, you have to walk all the way out to the very, back end of Erba.
And now we have to walk all the way back to Padra.
Of course we do. Because, it's not like the game is going to let up on the bullshit at this point.
Alright, so...
Yeah, for real though,
yeah, this is arguably the best fight in the entire game.
I know, right? It's like, for all of about 3 glorious minutes, Final Fantasy XIII actually turns into its own kind of game. A game that believes in itself. A game that works. A game that's fun to play. To just play. Her boy. Of course, that's all after about 70 hours of bullshit, but, small mercies.
Yeah, details. Alright, so let's talk about Vercingetorix. The main thing he does, he has 4 stages. Right now, all he really does is smack you around with a couple physical attacks and hit you with wind shear.
This is to lull you into a false sense of security, really.
And, thankfully, he has a very low stagger percentage. This guy is not hard to stagger.
There's a flip side to this, of course. And there it is.
Alright, so every so often, he can do this whenever the fuck he wants, he puts up this barrier. While it is up, he is completely immune to to everything. All debuffs, all damage, and he will heal himself for 1% of his missing HP 8 times.
And he seems to have given himself bravery.
Yes. That will change later on, but for right now, all he does is he gets bravery out of it. So, you pretty much want to start the fight in Infiltration, which is triple sab.
God, I love triple sab.
And once you get all your buffs up, or once you debuff him at any rate, then you just go for the stag. But, of course,
You're unlikely to actually stagger him. Hey, he just put a whole bunch of things on himself. Oh no, wait, that was one of your guys. Disregard me.
Alright, so you might notice that now he has 2 wings. This happens after certain damage thresholds, he gets more wings. And more wings means he gets more attacks, and he gets more buffs when he does Impenetrable Aura.
See, it's an interesting mechanic in a fight in Final Fantasy XIII. Did you ever think you'd see the day?
Of course, Putrescence there is just a generic bunch of debuffs. It's really nothing to write home about.
So yeah, you've probably already noticed the slight strategic iffy bit here, which is that it's quite hard to actually do decent amounts of damage, even in small bursts to him. And even if you do stagger him, because he just goes into the shield after a while and he's healing quite efficiently. So...
Yeah, I get a pretty lucky break here, and he lets me... Oh.
Yeah.
He lets me smack him around for quite a bit there. As you can see, he's down to about maybe 3/4 health already.
Of course, the less health that he has, the faster he heals, of course.
Yeah, as you can see, that he's getting 50,000 HP a shot right now.
So yeah, basically he recovers 8% of his health every time he does this. So yeah, the point is, you need to find some way to do even more damage to him than you're already doing. You might have noticed we're kind of already doing it, but if you haven't figured it out, it has something to do with the fact that he has more health than any other enemy in this game, I think.
Yes, he has the highest HP total in the entire game, clocking in at 15 million.
So, what if there was a way to turn that HP total against him? Well then, yes, you've probably figured it out, it's poison, again. But, all those times that I kept saying that poison in this game was incredible? I mean, all debuffs in this game are pretty good, but this is a game where poison stands out as an offensive option. more than any other Final Fantasy.
Right, and it should be pointed out that if you are willing to... Oh, wait, hang on, he's got a...
Or did you just switch into Cerberus when you meant to switch into Tortoise?
I sure did. So yeah, that's his big nasty move. He can whip out Wicked Whirl at any time after he gets his third wing. And yeah, it does a lot of damage.
Yeah, the only reason I think we even survived is because of Protect was up on everyone. And, you know, max stats.
Yeah, that would have definitely killed us if I didn't have Protect up.
So yeah, Poison. Because it deals percentage damage, it means that his health is ticking down at an incredible rate, on top of the damage that we're dealing, and those two things combined allows you to pretty much, actually, finally, reliably outdamage his healing. You still are going to have to go on a big all-out offensive at the end, because of course, when he's at minimum health, he is at maximum healing. But it's what makes this fight actually achievable, and not a grind.
Right, and it should be noted that if you're willing to wait it out, you can actually kill him with poison, and it will not trigger his extra wings. It's extremely slow, extremely boring, and I do not recommend it.
It's not good for rating. Like poison is not your only offensive option here. You've got to do it all. You've got to do poison, and you've got to do stagger, and you've got to do damage. You've got to do all of them. That's how you actually do this fight properly. But yes, you can just cheese it with poison and guarding. And, you know, if you've come this far, and you're going to cheese that, then I don't even know what to tell you. You're wasting the one good, fun part of this game. Why would you do that?
So, yeah, so I mean, the rhythm by this point should be pretty obvious. When he swaps into Impenetrable Aura, that's your chance to heal and put your own buffs up, then you immediately switch into Triple Sab to get rid of his, and then you go on the offensive.
It's the culmination of everything you've learned about how to effectively use paradigm shifts. I mean, the timing involved on, oh shit, he's about to do Wicked Whirl, muscle memory, you know exactly where Tortoise is in that menu. You switch to it immediately. It's basically an action game at this point. But, like I said earlier, this is Final Fantasy XIII finally working. Like, all of that 70 hours of grinding and build-up and drip-feeding you tiny amounts of extra functionality has basically all been leading up to this 6 or 7 minute fight.
Yeah, and it should be noted that, again, even with all of his huge HP total, this is really only a 7-minute fight.
It's not a grind. Now, is a 6 or 7 minute fight enough to excuse the previous 60 to 70 hours of Drek? That's a rhetorical question. It is, of course, not, but this just shows us what might have been. Ah, well. Well, that's the fun part of the game over.
Our prize for doing this is a gold watch, which increases the target time, making it easier to get 5 stars. It is completely pointless at this point.
Although it's pretty handy for going back and, you know, if you want to get trophies. Because, you know, naturally, you're going to need to 5-star every hunt and the final boss. And that might be a pain, and this just makes it a bit less of a pain. You know, I don't know why you'd care about that, but there you go. So yeah. We made it.
We did it.
It's over. The only, well, I don't want to say the most fun part of this game. And it was this one tiny video after all that. Was it worth it, Artix?
Well, I had a hell of a lot of fun, but that's because I was the one who was actually playing.
Ah, well.
So, this has been Final Fantasy XIII. Thank you very, very much for watching, And we'll see you in 13 too.
God help us, how we will see you in 13-2.